The Anunnaki Eagle. The Sumerian word An means eagle, and the word An-zu means eagle or vulture. And in this myth, we see this eagle in the form of a vulture. Before I begin, one line from the legend of Zu will serve us well here, derived from a text written by A.H. Sayus. A long but broken text explains why Zu had to take refuge in the mountain of Sabu under the disguise of a bird of prey. Now, which bird of prey would that be? An eagle or a vulture? I have more to say on that matter, but we'll leave it until after the myth. An, the eagle. As we have seen previously, the eagle was perhaps regarded as a symbol of the sun god. A Babylonian fable tells how he quarreled with the serpent and incurred the reptile's hatred. Feeling hungry, he resolved to eat the serpent's young and communicated his intentions to his own family. One of his children advised him not to devour the serpent's brood, because if he did so, he would incur the enmity of the god Shamash. Lord Zu is the father of Shamash and Ishtar. Alternatively, the father of the pit and its curse. But the eagle did not hearken to his offspring, and, swooping down from heaven, sought out the serpent's nest, and devoured his young. On his arrival home, the serpent discovered his loss, and at once repaired. In great indignation, with furious anger, to the god Shamash, to whom he appealed for justice. This is quite rightfully so, because the eagle is his father. The serpent, its nest, he told the god, was set in a tree, and the eagle had swooped upon it, destroying it with his mighty wings, and devouring the little serpents as they fell from it. "Help, O Shamash," cried the serpent. "Thy net is like unto the broad earth. Thy snare, a trap, is like the distant heaven in wideness. Who can escape thee?" Shamash, hearkening to his appeal, described to him how he might succeed in obtaining vengeance upon the eagle. Now here, it's worth noting that An-zu became known as in do good, the word good meaning bull, ox, or carp, and also cognate with An, eagle. The vengeance of Shamash, the son of Lord Zu. "Take the road," he said, "and go into the Kur, the mountain, or pit, and Amun, hide thyself in the dead body of a wild ox." Tear open its body, and all the birds of heaven shall swoop down upon it, like a vulture. the eagle shall come with the rest, and when he seeks for the best parts of the carcass, do you seize him by the wing, tear off his wings, his pinions, and his claws, pull him into pieces, and cast him into the pit. There may he die a death from hunger and thirst. This is probably where we get the form of Merodach, Marduk. The serpent did as Shamash had bidden him. He soon came across the body of a wild ox, into which he glided after opening the carcass. Shortly afterwards, he heard the beating of the wings of numberless birds, a legion, all of which swooped down and ate the flesh. But the eagle suspected the purpose of the serpent and did not come with the rest until greed prompted him to share in the feast. "Come," said the eagle to his children, "let us swoop down, and let us also eat the flesh of this wild ox." Now the young eagle, who had before dissuaded his father from eating the serpent's young, again begged him to stop his purpose. That would be the child who begged him to stop, because he would invoke the wrath of Shamash. But Shamash is the son of the eagle, and the symbol of divine justice. Divine being An, the eagle, and it would make sense, because Shamash was the one who told the serpent to hide within the ox. And here, his unnamed child said, "Oh, have care, my father, for I am certain that the serpent lurks in yonder carcass for the purpose of destroying you." This would be why Shamash is the Lord of Light, Lu, light bright shining, and treachery, lies, and deceit. But again, the eagle did not hearken to the warning of his child, but swooped onto the carcass of the wild ox. He so far obeyed the injunctions of his offspring. However, after closely examining the dead ox, for the purpose of discovering whether any trap lurked near it, satisfied that all is well, he commenced to feed upon it, when suddenly the serpent seized upon him and grabbed hold of him. The eagle at once began to beg for mercy, but the enraged reptile told him that an appeal to Shamash was irrevocable, and that if he did not punish the king of birds, would be punished by that god. And despite the eagle's further protests, he tore off his wings and pinions, pulled him to pieces, and finally cast him into the pit. Now it's worth noting here that En means Lord, and Ochai, Ok, means ox, bull, or carp, and is cognate with God, an eagle. In the Book of Enoch, it is the messenger, Metatron, aka Enoch, who cast Azazel into the pit. And what would the symbol of the god of wisdom, Zu, be? Zu, blade, was the original Caduceus, a great serpent entwined with the wings of an eagle. From the legend of Zu, let me seize the tablets of destiny of the gods. That part may be a mistranslation, because Lu, Deb, and Dab mean seize, light, bright, shining, but also treachery, lies, and deceit. Let me shine in the tablets of destiny. Let me deceive the tablets of destiny of the gods. And the laws of all the gods let me establish Lukumum, which may be Lukumu, meaning rumour, news, or reputation. In the Cambridge Dictionary, it means somewhere comfortable. Let my throne be set up. Let me seize the oracles. Let me urge on the whole of all of them, even the spirits of heaven. Then all the gods refuse, as they fear the curse of Su, meaning the punishment, which is bird form. The red bull, here the red ox, gives you wings, which is very similar to the Caduceus, is it not? But like Rimmon, Nebu, the son of Marduk, also refused to hunt down his brother god, the consequence being, as we have seen, that Su escaped with his life, but was changed into a bird, and had to live in exile from heaven for the rest of time. Hu means bird or flying reptile. The bird in question is the eagle, but also any other unnatural winged creature. That sounds very familiar, doesn't it?